Yo, what up? It's your boy Third Kind. Welcome y'all back to Humble City Real. You know, the show where I talk about things I like, things I don't like, things I know, things I think I know, and a whole bunch of other stuff that's just possibly on my mind. So without further ado, let's get back into it. All right. Well, if y'all don't recall, I said I might play with some things. So pertaining to a certain conversation previously had. So, I'd like to start off by saying one of the most intricate, entertaining, my mind, educational TV shows that came out of my generation, right? I'm not gonna say it was the best and the most of all those terms that I use to speak on it, but comparison to Matlock, Columbo, Perry Mason, Law and Order, Murder She Wrote, Hardy Boy Mysteries. I feel like this show kind of can stand toe to toe with these shows. What show I'm talking about? Scooby-Doo. Yes. Term, phrase has been coined in different moments where it looks like we have a Scooby-Doo mystery here, right? You gotta look at the squad. You say, you had Fred, who, was the, pretty much the leader. He had a certain sense of bravery with him, so you can kind of, gang, let's go ahead and investigate this. You had Daphne, who pretty much rolled with it, but honestly, if I really look at it, she was the money. She was the bank. She was the plug. She was the financier. She was the person that really funded those cross-country trips in a damn van all over the great USA. And then you had, of course, Thelma, great analytical mind, processing information, figuring things out before everybody else did, though she never wants to tell them in the beginning, but she always waits to the end and says that, yeah, I knew it was this person because XYZ. Then you got Scooby and Shaggy, who, were blessed by the gods. They had the guardian angels with them. They had all type of totems and tikis and every type of other holy device surrounding their body. And it made for a good team. You need a good team to figure out things. A lot of times we try to fight battles on our own, and we need that backing. You know what I'm saying? That backing that just helps us out over the top. So that's how they succeeded, right? So Scooby-Doo mystery. That is what this is. So back to playing the game. As we all aware, what the young man Deshawn Watson is currently facing, he has multiple accusations alleging that he, sexually assaulted different females on different occasions as they presented their services to him as licensed masseuse. A little bit more information came out, of course. As we said before, the first one, there's a lot of moving parts to this. A lot of things in here. It's a lot of things in here. Empty spaces. We call them holes in the plot. For those of y'all know, we had the Zack Snyder release, and they said that it filled a lot of holes from all the other different DC things we watched. But I'm getting off track. Okay. Anyway, there's a lot of holes in here, and they need some filling. Some of them are being filled, and it's still left up to us. I told y'all I don't pass judgment until I see the end, and then once I get everything in front of me, I'll make my own decision of which way I'm going to choose to lean or what I believe. However, we're not there yet. But somewhere along the line, you can't hide certain things. Some parts of my verbiage, is going to kind of express what I probably truly feel. So, needless to say, one of the questions that arise in the situation, as far as, with the Deshawn calling the masseuse, he kind of stated that, I guess, the places or the people he was dealing with before to help with those situations that he'd been dealing with, Due to the COVID situations, it made it kind of hard, and I guess maybe he was going to a facility that did it, and they were shut down due to COVID, and so he was reaching out because maybe that was the only facility that does what he does. So that's probably why, like when I said he posed those questions, probably presented that way. I'm quite sure there are some places, a lot of massage places that have, prohibited areas that they probably don't touch. So it's like, I can get it. I'm quite sure every massage place ain't just like, we gonna get you head to toe, Some probably like, we do these particular areas and that's it. And then of course, get off into some backroom type stuff or whatever that we all hear about, happy endings and all these crazy things like that. That's not what we're here for. I mean, to me, that's TV stuff. I don't know. Maybe it happens in real life. Y'all, if it happened to you and you've been to massage place and got all the extra incentives, let me know in the comments. And shit, at least I'll believe you if you tell me. Who am I to call you a liar? So, needless to say, he said that's really one of his reasons why he reached out for those, and still denying that he did anything inappropriate. He felt that he maintains professionalism. To which so okay, duly noted, young man, duly noted. So, one of the things that kind of came out in some of the statements of some of the alleged victims was that I went over what his tactics, his moves was, right? And a lot of the stories matched that the alleged victims had. It was like somewhat like he had a routine or something. It's like, this is what he did, and it's like, wow, okay. So that's what he do. The whole, wasn't check the other video, but he positions himself a certain way as they're massaging his vulnerable areas, and he kind of makes sure that his genitalia touches them, and to try to, I guess, solicit more than the service that they originally came for. That's the goal, right? So, one of the questions I had seen when I was, rolling through comments and stuff. Good question. Why would a lawyer put out the text messages that he had already, and saying I got more? Well, one of the reasons why, like I alluded to, it's a game, and sadly, people's lives are part of this game, and that's the bad part about it. However, good or bad, you have to recognize that a lot of games are being played. There are games being played with our lives, whether we know it directly or indirectly. It's happening. It's just a matter of how we carry ourselves, throughout this life as far as maintaining, surviving the game. Like I said, more times than not when these situations occur, the end game is not to see whether someone was guilty or not guilty. That's never the end game. For every case that you have like this, and let me take that back. Let me not say every. For a good majority of those cases that you have like that, you never find out whether the person truly was guilty or innocent. Therein lies the game. Therein lies why you present text. Hey, I got these text messages. Hey, I don't want to embarrass you that much, so I'm going to give you these just to let you know that I have text messages. That's one of the reasons why they lose. It's part of the game, One thing, if you understand anything about attorneys, lawyers, a lot of it is how would you word this? It's kind of a bartering system, if you will. So a lot of times we work in hands. A lot of favors for favors. That's how you get certain cases where guys, you got two guys rob a convenience store. Johnny robs the convenience store on A block, and Donnie robs the convenience store on B block. Both had a gun. Both held a gun to the cashier's head, took the money, ran, got caught later on by the police. Both first offense, but somehow, one guy, Johnny, gets off, the other guy doesn't. Or, he gets probation, he doesn't. And you wonder, like, man, these are the same crime, same state, same city, 2 blocks away, 2 different guys. Why? It's part of a, how would you call it? It's one of those things that we don't mention. We can't legally say that this is what we do. But if you know. That's how it goes. That's how, some cases I get the probation, you get the 2-3 years. It's a bartering system. A lot of times people think, oh, this person did this. He might have, we had a culture where snitching. No, it's a bartering system. So angles are being worked. People are doing things to make things happen. They want to push to see how far they can push, see how much you can take. So him releasing those text messages is like, hey, I got more things. Truth be told, he can have every text message that the young man has in his phone. However, if it's not pertaining to that case, then it's invalid, if you will. So, but that's like one of those things to try to scare somebody. That's what you call a scare tactic. Hey, I got these text messages. Let's go put it out there, right? Got these text messages. Got some more. So that's why that particular situation happened that way. So where we stand, the lawyer was throwing a lot of, smoke screens up in the air. One of them, somebody turned on a high power fan and blew that shit away. You mentioned that, we're in contact with the Houston police, all that stuff. And it sounds good. You say that to somebody, well, I'm talking to the police. I'm telling them that, and some people may, oh, shoot, well, don't do, hey, a report came back that the Houston police say, ain't nobody talking to nobody. We ain't. Nobody told us about this stuff. What y'all talking about? The games we play, that's the part about it. Like I said, you got people's lives involved in this, and so keep playing games with them. Okay. Right. So some things are put out there just to put people in certain positions, be it an uncomfortable position or put them in a better position. To say the least, if let's say we go the way that Deshawn is guilty, all right, we're going to put him in the most uncomfortable position to show his guilt. Let's say that he's not guilty. Well, we're going to make it hard for him anyway, and he's going to have to fight this because the court of public opinion always rules out, regardless of who believes him, who don't believe him. So you can have 90% of the people believe him, but as long as you got 10% that don't believe him, victory. His name is sullied. You can strike for defamation of character. Somebody mentioned that in the comments. You can go for that. And Deshawn don't strike me as the type of guy that will go for it, will do it per se. I mean, it's an option. It's an option. I think that Deshawn is the type of guy that just want a situation to end and move on. Hence why, if it did have any, if it does have some sense of merit, I don't want to say if it did because it's still going on. If something is there that's kind of aloof, then he's going to probably settle out. If that's the case. If not the case at all, I'm quite sure the conversation in his camp is going to arise that if none of this comes out, where all this comes out as it's being lies, they're going to be, hey, maybe we should sue. So that's an option. So one of the things I was looking at, playing with, threw in the group chat, I said, what if, and this is a what if, and this, we went over it, we played around with it, but overall, it wouldn't work. But it's like, what if, Deshawn He been saying that he wants to get released. He no longer wants to be with the Texans. I gave the reasons why. We're gonna just say mistreatment. I've been lied to, abused, and left for dead. Whatever the case may be, I need to go. So messing around, because like I said, this story has so many like crazy angles and stuff, and it's just like I said, what if this is me in the group chat? Get you one. Don't forget group chats, like group chats. What if Deshawn paid these young women to say that he did this in hopes that the Texans will be like, oh shoot, he got all this going on, we can't deal with him. And we just gonna have to let him go. No, we done. And then he comes back and be like, all right, ladies. And the ladies come back, they drop the charges. Now he's a free agent, and he can go and sign to whatever team he wants to. So put that out there, right? That's preposterous. It just can't work. And I will explain how a lot of that just won't make any sense. But, one of the responses was like, talking about, well, no, his image be tainted, this and the third. And I was like, oh, well, his image. Said back in the last video, Deshaun's a humble dude. He's not really too much for the look at me or my image. I was like, he could care less about a damn image. As long as he knows that he's found not guilty or the charges are dropped, he good. And whatever team out there, every team, hell, including whatever your favorite team, unless it's the Buccaneers or the goddamn Chiefs, Packers, A-Raj, baby. That's my guy. But I'm a Browns fan. Bake, please don't let us down. Whatever team, they're going to take him. They're going to, hey, come on. Okay, they said they dropped it. Oh, okay, not guilty. Oh, come on. We got you. Now, that was just us playing around, because the situation is silly. So that's why, I think I said before, I wouldn't involve him and just put it out there. But this is kind of crazy. So it's like, fuck it. It's already out there. Mess with it. So here's why that technically would never, not even say technically, here's why that won't happen. And that didn't happen, and it can't happen. God, I hope he ain't that stupid to try that shit. So anyway, reason why that won't happen, because essentially the Texans and or more likely in conjunction with the NFL would suspend him if they, really feel that these charges or these accusations are, hold some sense of validity. So they would be like, okay, let's get ahead of it. They would suspend him. That's all. They would just suspend him until the case was resolved. And whatever the resolution of the case is, if it's whatever liking it is, they will either continue, whether he's, if it's guilty and all type of crazy stuff come out, that he's, Kellen Winslow in them and stuff. And then, then they would, okay, well, he's never come back. And then they come out, it was all, a lie, or it was the charges were dropped, or, he was acquitted, or he settled, whatever the case may be. Then they, could figure that he'll still have to go back to the Texans. So, like I said, that investment they put in him, they will utilize the proper tools within the contract to deal with him, which would be suspend him until the resolution of the case. So that won't work. But it was just funny to say it, I'm ready to leave so bad. I'd rather y'all look at me as I'm a pervert or something out here, just so I can get the hell up out of here. That's what I'm joking with that, right? Joke with it. So, understand this. These are what makes situations like this real tough, because we're at a space and time where we have to be careful. And it's like more so careful has to come before respectful. If you get what I'm saying, overall we should be respectful to people. But more so than not, that respect and or disrespect can fall to the wayside just off of someone just like, let me just be safe. And it's like, what about the... So, needless to say, as the situation stand, and, I've heard that it's supposed to be more, and they're going. We'll see where it goes. Whether this is true or not, think about this stuff. Word is, the lawyer representing the young ladies in this case, or with these actors, in this case, it's technically a case. Maybe is it? I don't know. Police say they ain't talked to him, so I don't know. Whatever this thing is, right? Leo with this. Let's say the lawyer is close friends to the Texans owner. Go figure. So, you that mad? Oh, wait a minute, hold on, maybe. Let me I'm jumping to the conclusion. That's me passing judgment. You that mad? You gon' oh my God. Cold as ice. Jesus. Well, tell me what y'all think about that. But hey, you never know how these things go out here, So appreciate y'all for watching Humble City Real. You like what you see, of course. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Let me know what you think about this in the comments.